What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC24 video today actually, and we're here to talk about evolutions and the impact that they will have on people in terms of the unfairness of what they may offer and whether or not they have a pay to win element. And this video stemmed from me putting Saka out last night on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, shout out to my Twitter, twitter.com/NepentheZ. And I said, right, as you can see right here, which player are you picking up to Evo over the whole year and become your club legend? And for me, it's going to be Bukayo Saka. And I put an iteration of him as to what I think I might be able to get him to by the end of the game cycle. And first of all, it sparked a lot of debate on people just saying that you can't do Saka. He doesn't fit the requirements. And we don't really know what the requirements are. Sheriff has leaked some requirements. I don't know how accurate they are, but we're going to talk about those as well today. However, EA have explicitly stated that there will be 12 evolutions in the first season, and the evolutions will scale as the game scales. So even if in season 1 an 86 rated Saka doesn't fit into the Evos, the whole purpose of it was who can we take throughout the whole game cycle. And even if that means that season 2 or season 3 is where I can first Evo up Bukayo Saka, that's what the case will be. And of course, for those of you that don't know, evolutions are a real cool new feature from EA, where you take a card, and they've used Mukoko as the card, and you take their base card and you complete some challenges with those cards, and as you complete the challenges, they upgrade. Not like the way we used to have it, where you'd take a 77 rated card, complete some challenges, and you'd get awarded with an 82 rated card. Your actual card upgrades, changes design, changes its look, and overall, it's just really, really cool. And it's, for me, going to be one of the greatest things that EA have introduced into Ultimate Team. But there's been some kind of negative controversy around it over the last coming days because of one of Sheriff's tweets, which was this. And he put out that 3 evolutions, requirements, overall max 80, position centre back, max pace 65, max defending 84, max physical 84, and max passing 75. And then paid evolutions, which he's got in brackets at 50,000 coins or 1,000 FIFA points. And then he's got the requirements overall max 79, max pace 91, max physical 79, max dribbling 82, position left wing, alternate positions maximum 2, shooting maximum 79. And he's used Ansu Fati there as an option of hey, you could take this Ansu Fati and Evo him up to an 84 with those stats that he's got there. And so straight away, it created that whole, okay, these are pay to win. Now, I'm not sure if they're necessarily going to be 50,000 coins or 1,000 FIFA points. Maybe the one that Sheriff knows about is, or maybe this is just an estimation from him. But in the beta that we're not allowed to talk about, but who cares now because the game's coming out in 3 days, right? The beta had a 15,000 coin unlock evolution. It had a 25,000 coin unlock evolution. It had a couple of Evos that didn't cut high-rated players out. For example, I was able to Evo up Luka Modric, who's 87 rated in the game. And the reason why I was able to upgrade Luka Modric was because the only requirements for the passing Evo setup, in fact, it was one of the ones that we just seen on the video there. See this one here, dribbling evolution. The requirements were a max dribble. Was it a passing one? I can't remember what one it was. Either way, the requirements, because Modric, even though he's 87 rated, has got max 89 passing, max 87 dribbling, and then really low face card stats elsewhere. So long as there's no max card rating in the Evo setup, he was eligible for it. And what I think we're going to be able to do through FC24 is find those real key gems that might have maximum, in this instance, 76 shooting, but might have really low volleys and really low penalties, and then really good stats in positioning, finishing, shot power, and long shots. And because they still fit within the criteria, they'll become a beast once they get that upgrade, right? So I'm really excited to try and find those hidden gems and crawl through the whole database of players to find that guy where it's okay, we've got to have maximum 87 dribbling here, or maximum 85 dribbling, and we found someone with 85 dribbling, but they've got really low composure. But one of the boosts that you get is really high composure, and all of a sudden you're able to transform this player from somebody who was good to somebody who's going to be amazing. So the debate still raged on, however, about does this become pay to win? The reason why evolutions, at least for the first few months, are going to have nothing to do with pay to win is because, first of all, let's even look at this Ansu Fati as an example. if somebody rocks up with that 84 rated Ansu Fati, are you going to look at that and go, oh my God, this pay to win guy? Of course you're not, because Vinicius Jr. is already in the game and Kylian Mbappe is already in the game. And there's like icons in the game and heroes in the game. An 84 rated Ansu Fati with good pace and good dribbling isn't going to be the guy that makes people be like, oh my God, I'm quitting this pay to win game. And because, although I do believe that there will be requirements out there that will enable you to upgrade higher rated players, I think EA will be smart in how they do that. And it will be people like Modric, like Kroos, that you end up getting to upgrade, not people like Mbappe or Vinicius Jr. And so, even if you do have to spend 50,000 coins or 15,000 coins or whatever, over the last couple of game cycles, obtaining coins just hasn't been difficult. There's been so many ways to do it. The way that EA run the game at the moment, like, it's just really easy to get a massive coins. Because of how easy it is in the game to get like that 95% squad, but for you to upgrade from like one striker to an icon or Mbappe, you'd need over 1 million coins. It felt like it was impossible to get coins, but getting 50,000 coins for an evolution wouldn't be that hard, especially if you've got a guy in mind that you really want to take as a club legend. And that's where I go back to my Bukayo Saka. Even if it was day one, if EA released an evolution that Saka fits into and it's 100,000 coins, rest assured I'm grinding for 100,000 coins, right? But it's no different, in my opinion, with the paid Evos. No different to buying packs. It's no different to the kit that EA put in the store for like 150 FIFA points or 100,000 coins. It's no different to actually just grinding the game through the menus. It's no different to trading to get your coins. This is just another avenue, another way for people to be able to actually enjoy themselves and go through the game. And it's also no different, right? And I feel like we might get here over the next few years, but it's no different from EA releasing an 84 rated Ansu Fati SBC that costs 50,000 coins. But imagine, and this is where I think we're going to end up going to over the next few years, imagine they released an Ansu Fati SBC that you could complete with a certain set of team requirements, or you could just go to the store and buy it for 1,000 FIFA points, right? I think people would buy it a lot if that was an opportunity. But if EA release an evolution that costs you 50,000 coins or 1,000 FIFA points, and you can put the Ansu Fati in and get him upgraded to that 84, or EA released an SBC that requires 50,000 coins worth of fodder for an 84 Ansu Fati, it's literally the same thing. It's just that for one of them, you're paying to get the upgrade, and one of them, you're submitting fodder to get the upgrade. Sorry, one of them, you're playing to get the upgrade, and the other one, you're submitting fodder to get the upgrade. And that's why I'm personally like crazy excited about it, because all too often in FIFA over the recent years, have I got to a point where I've already hit that team where I'm like, okay, I can get to my win rank that I'm comfortable with in champs. I'm up to high division in rivals. Now, what do I do? And that's where it's like, I would love to have that guy that I just carry with me. And for evolutions, what EA say here, total of 12 evolutions will be available across the first season, including a tutorial evolution and FC Founders evolutions. Now this gives me a reason to just play the game when there's no reason to play the game, because I will find any Arsenal player that I can that fits into the Evo mold, play with them with the requirements, and you can see the requirements here. The requirements aren't here, but it just says striker, right? But it says increase weak foot and upgrade your player's shooting attributes. So level 1 rewards, you get +3 on shooting, you get +1 star on weak foot, and the challenges are play 3 matches in squad battles on minimum semi-pro difficulty or rivals with the player in your starting 11, score 1 goal on squad battles or rivals with the player in your starting 11. Now that's super easy, right? And the beautiful thing is as well now is like, because you can do it in squad battles and they're down to 4-minute halves, if you don't like playing online, or you have to like diminish your team too much to get someone like Mukoko into your team and you're struggling because of that online, don't play those 4-minute halves, you'll have it done in like 20 minutes. Great. Or maybe like 25 minutes. It's great. And then it moves on to the second set of challenges. So you'd complete that, you'd get the +3 shooting. Then it moves into the challenge set 2. I think it shows how, this is unlocking it. So there is the only requirement there is you need a striker. And there you go. It takes the gold Mukoko, turns him into the green evolution card. And then, of course, you spend some time doing the objectives. So the level 1 objectives are there. I think it shows level 2 and level 3 in a moment. In fact, I know it does because I've looked at it. There you go. So level 2 rewards gives +10 reactions and +6 shooting. Now, it doesn't upgrade the overall of the card, doesn't change any other stats, just shooting and dribbling. And this is why you'll be able to do high rated players, potentially Saka, but like Modric, like Kroos, like all those guys like with like really low base pace, basically, because it's only boosting reactions by 10 and then shooting by 6. But the challenges are score 5 goals in squad battles with the player, assist 5 goals in squad battles with the player. You could do that in one game. Now, this was from the deep dive that EA gave. So I very, very, very highly expect this to not be the objectives. And then I believe it goes on and shows setup number 3 as well. Level 3 rewards. There you go. So level 3 rewards gives you 10 physical, position change to cam, and 5 passing. And all you have to do is win 6 matches with a player in your starting 11. And so the way that you're going to be able to evo, if there's 12 across the whole season, and you know, EA also noted that seasons are going to be different this year, different lengths, some shorter. If there's 12 in season 1, you can just go and find, you like, once you've got Moukoko to like the 80 rated, the final evolution here, he might even still fit into another one of the evos, right? So you might be able to go and evo him again and start again with him with an already upgraded card. Like, that is definitely eligible. But even if you have to wait until season 2 to get Moukoko into something else to build him up even more, in the meantime, especially if you're a Dortmund fan or a German fan or a Bundesliga fan, you can go and get like Adeyemi and fit him into an evo and start building him up as well. Now all of a sudden, and this is where I get mad excited about it, you can probably hear it in my voice, now all of a sudden it's like you can start taking the players or the club that you love and evoing up all the players. And if you've already got some high rated players, like if you're an Arsenal fan, or let's even say you're a Dortmund fan, you've obviously already got some high rated cards in the team. You might not be able to upgrade Brandt or Chan or Allaire or Sule until season 2 or season 3, but you'll eventually be able to upgrade them and get yourself a full evoed up team. And that's why I'm mad excited for playing over the course of the whole game cycle this year, because I'm going to have a team, my Arsenal team, that I carry with me throughout the whole season, throughout the whole campaign. And someone like Saka, he will fit into some evos sometimes. He won't fit into all the evos all the times. But what people are like getting frustrated and upset about is that they feel like the free evolutions, oh, I love that, the free evolutions are just going to be for like deadbeat players that you can only get small upgrades, and then paid evolutions are going to be the only way to upgrade. Even if that is the case, that's still calm, because if you don't have the fodder for an SBC, you can't do the SBC. If you don't have the coins to buy a store pack, you can't buy the store pack. You don't have the facilities to do a paid evolution, you can't do a paid evolution. It's no different to the way the game is like set up already. I just think that this unlocks the ability for people to actually connect with their ultimate team again like they used to back in the day. And as I say, one of the things I'm excited for is taking your team throughout the course of the season. Now, a lot of people seem to think that there's no way EA will allow you to like, upgrade players to being like too good or anything. And you're absolutely right. And again, EA state it in here where they say like how we plan out, right? And they do note that you'll be able to upgrade. I mean, they'll have specific Evo cards to upgrade as well, which is great. But the truth of the matter is that any Evo that you have will be somebody that will be below the power curve, just the same as SBCs. However, just the same as SBCs, you get the odd SBC that falls through the cracks, that is insane. And that you're just like, how did they release this guy as an SBC? We've had some through the years, the Player of the Month Hazard, the Player of the Month Son. Last year we had one of the Syria DMs. Was it Benacer? Not Benacer. Might have been Benacer. And he was just insane. Kessier was insane, that one to watch Kessier. And every now and then you get a card that slips through the cracks as an SBC that's just alongside the power curve, or even just better, right? It's just like OP. There will be some evolution requirements where EA have set them out nicely, and then you can go and find a card that you're like, okay, if I can get this upgrade, right? If I can get this level of upgrade here, 10 physical, a cam, 5 passing, the shooting, the 10 reactions, and the +9 shooting overall, and you find like that little hidden gem that fits in there, you might be able to turn someone that's like a good card into someone that's genuinely impactful for you in game, especially when you're adding chem styles on top as well. And so I do think that over the course of the game cycle, over the course of the year, we're definitely going to be able to build up our clubs with these cool players. And even if like I say, like even if like 50,000 coins or 1,000 FIFA points seems high to you, you've got the whole season to complete this evolution. Like that's going to give you some weeks, maybe even 5 or 6 weeks at sometimes to accumulate 50,000 coins to do the evolution. And if you're a casual player and you don't have the time to do that, then you don't have the time to do it. Just like in last year's game and the year before's game, where if you're a casual user and you don't have the time to play champs every weekend or get 8 rivals wins every game week, you just couldn't do it. It's the same. But it's really exciting for me personally that we're going to evo these cards up, and based on where's Jesus? Based on the requirements of this first evo here, I don't know if this is going to be the actual one, right? I don't know if the striker upgrade is going to be there. And you can see there, look, it expires in 29 days, unlock within 15 days. You can't see the coin ones in here. They did have them in the beta, like I said. This was just in the pitch notes or the deep dive. But if the requirement is quite literally as simple as you need a striker, how cool is the start of this game going to be? And FootWiz have done a good job of giving an evolution upgrade path based on what's here, the striker upgrade from the pitch notes example. And so for me personally, like, look at this. Imagine you could just upgrade any striker. Obviously, people are going to go from Mbappe, and that's just crazy. He won't be eligible. But look at how this Jesus transforms. You know, level 1, he gains 3 shooting and a 1-star weak foot. Level 2, he gains 6 more shooting and 10 reactions. Level 3, he gains 5 passing, 10 physical, a cam, and a +3 overall. All of a sudden, he's gone from an 84 to an 87. He's gone from 82 shooting up to 91, 75 passing up to 80, 77 physical up to 87, and he's gained 10 reactions in there as well in the dribbling category, which is real cool and probably would upgrade his dribbling a little bit. And this is something that was actually eligible, and you can see the challenges there that we've already gone through. This is something that was actually eligible based on EA's info piece right here, which is really, really cool. Now, where a lot of people are getting a bit confused, I think, and the reason why I've got foot.gg open here is because I'm seeing a lot of people use this evolution path as oh my God, these cards are just going to be so broken. There's no way EA will give that to us. This isn't a genuine evolution. It says here, these evolutions data you see here is how players might evolve throughout the year when you complete the challenges necessary. And this is why I think people are getting a little bit, oh, this is going to be ridiculously pay to win, because if you see somebody tweet, oh man, look at my 84 Martinelli by the time I get him evoed up to a 91 left wing, and that 91 left wing is also right wing striker cam, 5-star, 5-star, high work rates with 99 pace, 92 dribbling, and 88 shooting. Yeah, that's dumb, right? But that's just not how it's going to be. I mean, it might be over the course of 6 months, but I think people are just misunderstanding that this isn't going to be the sort of thing you could do day one. And one of the things that I really like about the way EA have set the evos in the early stages is you can only evo one player at one time. So if there's 12 evolutions available, even just for this here, you know, for the first player, you have to play 3 matches. You could do this level 2 in 1 match and then win 2 matches here. Okay, I thought it said play 6 matches or whatever for the level 3 challenges. But you have to do like 6, 10, 12, 15 matches to evo up one player the full way, which means you have to do that 12 times, along with all the other things that are going to be available for you, other objectives, squad battles, milestones, draft, champs, rivals, etc. It's going to take some effort to go and evo these cards up. So I don't mind the fact that you can only evo one card at a time. What I also like is the fact that you can evo cards and find them and evo them up and then fit them into another evolution category to evo them up even more. And so for me personally, guys, I'm going to be building a full Arsenal team day one. I'm going to be, as long as there's not like some mad like mishap, I'm going to be evoing up players for sure straight away. And when it comes to something like this, I would be delighted if I could get like an Arsenal team, even if it's below the power curve at team of the season. I would still play with it all the time because I would be in control of actually improving my players. And then the question that's come a lot is, what if you like evo up a Martinelli 84 to an 87 and then he gets a promo card at 88 or 89 rated? Grand, go and get the 88 or 89 rated. Get rid of your evoed up Martinelli, pop him into an SBC. That's right, 87 rated Martinelli for an SBC. And then with the promo Martinelli, that's like 88 rated or whatever, wait until an evo unlocks for him and then evo that one up instead. And as we know for a fact, EA are definitely going to be allowing us to evo up campaign cards. with special designs, there's going to be special evolutions for them. So let's say EA released like or let's say they do like Champions League road to the knockouts, and Martinelli has got an 87 or 88 rated road to the knockout, and then EA give a road to the knockout evolution path, you can rest hell assured that I will get any Arsenal player and go and evo those up through there as well. So you're going to have the ability to also evo up those cards. And it gets me excited again for like when Team of the Season comes, man. Like imagine EA release Team of the Season and we get like a 95 Bukayo Saka, and then EA release a Team of the Season evo objective or evo like path, and you throw your Team of the Season Saka in there and get him up to a 97. And it's like, yeah, we might have a whole bunch more 96, 97, 98s, 99s by the end of the game. But the reason why I'm totally okay with that is because when you look at the course of FIFA 23, everyone had wildly different teams up until footies, right? I've never seen in as long as, like probably in about 10 or 12 years, as long as I've been doing this, I've never seen as many diverse squads as I did last year, because there were so many options for players that were competitive, right? You still had the meta players and the OP players, but in general, people built fun squads because there was a lot of options, right? Then footies came, and it was just full of 99 rateds and 98 rateds and 97 rateds and the SBCs to boot, and everyone just focused in on those players because they were the best players. Well, wouldn't it be better if instead of having 20 or 30 99 rated, 98 rated players, we had 200 or 300, and it allowed you to build whatever team you wanted at that back end of the game cycle? So yeah, I think we might see a lot more high rated players, but I think we might see a lot more squad diversity, and it might actually be fun to come up against someone towards the back end of the game that's got like a full, like let's say you come up against someone with like a full 95 plus rated Manchester United squad. You're not going to sit there and think, oh my god, this guy paid to win or whatever. You're going to be like, holy smokes, this guy has sat here and farmed his way through this game the whole year with this team to get these players to be rated this high. GG's. And so that's my opinion on it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know we're only 4 days away from FC24 now, but I am super excited about evolutions. I can't wait for them. I can't wait for the new game. I'm really getting ready for it now. But thank you guys for watching for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.